Today is the day I feel like appreciating my teacher Khushi Matai, and this is dedicated unto him. Let's share some valuable quotes for teachers. Teaching is a profession that teaches all the other professions. I'm indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. If you have to put someone on a pedestal, put a teacher. They are society's heroes. Teachers are unparalleled in the role they play in the children's lives. Anyone who does anything to help a child in his life is a hero to me. I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. Teachers appreciate it. Being appreciated for teachers' appreciation is their highest reward. I'm convinced many of America's heroes are public school teachers and administrators. Everyone who remembers his own education remembers teachers, not methods and techniques. The teacher is the heart of the educational system. One look back with appreciation to the brilliant teachers, but with gratitude to those who touched our human feelings. The curriculum is not so much necessary raw material, but warmth is the vital element for the growing plant and for the soul of the child. Teachers are the greatest public servants. They spend their lives educating our young people and shaping our nation for tomorrow. Teachers have the hardest and most important jobs in America. They are building our nation, and we should appreciate them, respect them, and pay them well. No one is more important to the future of our state than our teachers. Teachers are the only one who save nations. Teachers have a dance to mold someone, inspire them. I hope all teachers realize that. In teaching, we cannot see the fruit of the day's work. It is invisible, and that remains so maybe for 20 years. A teacher is a person who never says anything once. Kids' view are as often just as valid as the teachers. Technology is just a tool in terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them. The teacher is the most important. I think eventually I want to become a teacher like my father wanted to be, and hopefully positively influence the next generation. When I ask a teacher why they teach, they almost always say that it is because they want to make a difference in the lives of the children. What a teacher is more important than what he teaches. I'm lucky I had some teachers who saw something in me. I don't think most teachers realize how much impact they have. I'm not a teacher but an awakener. Every student can learn, just not on the same day, on the same way. Nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. A teacher is one who gets the most out of the lesson. The true teacher is a learner. I always felt I needed to teach to survive. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. The dream begins with a teacher who believes in you, who tugs and pushes and leads you to the next plateau, sometimes poking you with a sharp stick called truth. Without any doubt at all, teacher's quality is a fundamental differentiator, not just incidentally of education, but I would argue probably the biggest single differentiator of success for the nation of the 21st century. The greatest sign of success for a teacher is to be able to say the children are now working as if I did not exist. We teachers can only help in the work going on as servants wait upon a master. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of a good teacher. I have come to a frightening conclusion that I am the decisive element in the classroom. It is my personal touch that creates the climate. It is my daily mood that makes the weather. As the teacher, I possess the tremendous power to make a child's life miserable or joyous. I can be a tool of torture or an instrument of inspiration. I can humiliate or heal in all situations. It is my response that decides whether a crisis will be escalated or de-escalated and the child humanized or dehumanized. So deep. I think once you are in a public eye, whether you are a boss, a teacher, or whatever you do, that you are automatically in the position of role model. You have people looking up to you, and Whether you choose to accept it or not is a different question. Teaching is an instinctual art, mindful of potential, craving for realization and pausing a seamless process. Parents, let your kids fail. You'll be doing them a favor. Dear parents, have a great patience and forgive them from the depths of your heart. Children need love, especially when they do not deserve it. My parents taught me I could do anything in the world I wanted to be. I learned most not from those who taught me, but from those who talked to me. And life is constant learning experience. I learn much with my kids. I read tons and tons of books and study what they are studying. I got a lot of support from my parents. That's the one thing I always appreciated. They didn't tell me I was being stupid. They told me I was being funny. On his father, he spent a lot of time with me, teaching me how to build things, how to take things apart, put things back together. If parents want to give their children a gift, the best thing they can do is to teach their children to love challenges, by intrigued by mistakes, enjoy efforts, and keep on learning. That way, their children don't have to be slaves of praise. Growing up, my parents were my heroes in the way they conducted their lives. My parents never talked to me like I was a kid. Maybe that's why I have been such as mature. Honor your daughters, trust them, and most importantly, educate them. I see my upbringing as a great success story. By disciplining me, my parents inculcated self-discipline, and by restricting my choices as a child, they gave me so many choices in my life as an adult. Because of what they did then, I get to do the work I love now. Example is not the main thing. In influencing others is the only thing. Parents can lay the foundation for their teenage children to make good decisions, for example, by promoting the ability to retain and elaborate information, or to balance the desire for immediate reward for the one greater long-term goal since a young age. I was lucky to have parents who loved me. I agree that the love of reading is a great gift for a parent to pass on to his or her child. Perhaps the most important thing is to step back and let your child stumble. I was raised by my parents to believe that you had a moral obligation to try and help save the world. My parents were very supportive. They went to every show and they never told me not to do what I was doing. My theory is that one needs to be loved completely and conditionally, unfettered by the parental disapproval, if one is to be happily through life, which after all presents its own hurdles. I believe a parent's role is to provide a path or opportunity for their children. I think if you give your best as a parent, then that's all you can do. The goal of early childhood education should be to activate a child's own natural desire to learn. A child should live in an environment of beauty. My parents encouraged thought you'll get through life better if you learn how to think. I like parenting incredibly seriously. I want to be there for my child and help them navigate the world and develop skills, emotional intelligence to enjoy life, and I'm lucky to be able to do that and have two healthy, normal boys. It is time for parents to teach young people early on that diversity, there is beauty and there is strength. If you're a parent, open doors to unknown directions of the child so he can explore. Don't make them afraid of the unknown. Give him support. Mama was my greatest teacher, a teacher of compassion, love, and fearlessness. If love is as sweet as a flower, then my mother is that sweet flower of love. Educate your children to self-control, to the habit of holding passion and prejudice and evil tendencies subject to an upright and reasoning will, and you have done much to abolish misery from your future crimes from society. Children need models rather than critics. Don't limit your child to your own learning, for he was born in another time. Beautiful. God, we did it. Love you, Dada. God bless us.